What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back into the video on the channel, and today we went back to a Korean fried chicken chain. A week or so ago, I went to Banchan, and I said that it is one of the best Korean fried chicken franchises, but this one was a strong contender. This is my second time ever going to BBQ Chicken. It is a chain. I don't know how many locations exactly that they have, but around here, they're popular within restaurants. So this one's located inside of an H Mart, which is a chain of stores that specialize in selling goods from like different Asian countries. So I went back, man. The last time I had it was phenomenal, but I got some new flavors, some new drumsticks, and I got this was super requested when I had this last time. So I'm gonna try this as well. And these cheese balls, I never had those before, but they do look interesting. Looks like the same sauce as the Cheesling wings. But let's get into this video, man. I'm not going to hold y'all. We have two different kinds of wings. I have the secret spicy as well as the Cheesling. And then I have the drums, which these are Caribbean jerk. So 3 more flavors. They have like 10 to 15 different flavors. So I'd have to go here like 48 times. If you want me to, I don't mind. I really don't. Let's start off with these Cheesling. These were highly requested to try out. They do seem very, very crispy, which is a good thing. I love me a nice crispy wing. Damn. This particular type of wing is a very popular flavor when you go to different Korean fried chicken places, and I've always been very hit or miss depending on the place that I've eaten at. These are excellent compared to the other ones I've had of this flavor. Wow. A lot of times when I have this, I feel like if I have 2 or 3, I'm gonna get sick of eating these. This doesn't have that vibe at all. Wow. Something a little different on mine. These have a little bit of a kick to them. Usually these just have a heavy cheese flavor, and it kind of just feels like I'm eating a wing that has a bunch of Cheeto-like dust on it. It doesn't taste like a Cheeto, but you get what I'm saying with the dusting. This one is like a perfect little balance of that cheesy, but you still get the flavor of the actual chicken within that, and then a little hint of spice. And the chicken's fried perfectly, really, really crispy. I'm not gonna lie. That's shockingly good. Like, shockingly. In that flavor way, this might be one of the best of the cheese snowing wings that I've ever had. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I love these. I would give these a 9.5 out of 10. That's crazy. For me, that's crazy. But moving forward to the secret spicy, it just says it's got a wing with a nice little spicy kick to it. That's the actual description. Now, these have that sticky sauce on, which I'm more particular. This is the one that I expected to really, really like. I don't like talking and comparing places to one another, but Korean franchise, chicken wing, this is better than Banchan. And I love Banchan. I mean, you couldn't fry these any better, like I said before. They're still super crispy. This sauce is some of my favorite kinds because I love that like spicy with the sticky. I don't know if you can see, but there is some garlic on here as well. None of these are like, you know? Me either. I don't know what I just said. Neither of these are a miss. They're both fantastic. Even though they call you secret spicy, There's definitely a spicy element to it, but there's a hint of sweetness. It's not like when you get sweet and spicy, it's not a balanced sauce, which is fine because I expected spicy, but that little hint of sweetness in there definitely just adds a little extra little taste to it, and I'm glad it's just not one note spicy. This is like my favorite flavor of wings. You start getting that sweet and spicy. Any kind of blend of that on a sticky sauce, on a crispy wing, always hits different for me. This might be the easiest like review or grade I've ever given. Both of these are like equally elite. 9.5 out of 10. I mean, way, way up there. And I'm not even just talking about franchises at this point. I'm referring to just Korean fried chicken in general. I've eaten a lot of places at this point. This is high up on the list. Like, really high. Very impressive. And one more new flavor. These are Caribbean spice in the drumstick form. I love the drumsticks when you get them from these like KFC type of places. When I say KFC, I mean Korean fried chicken. It should be obvious, but I'm just making sure. I don't know what to expect here. I don't. I've had a lot of jerk chicken in my life. Caribbean spice. I don't know if it does justice, that bite right there, how juicy this drumstick really is. Still hot as hell, but I kind of see where they're going with it. You definitely do taste like a little bit of that jerk seasoning type of flavor profile. And spice level, it's on the spicier side, like out of 10. I'd probably say like a 5.5. It's not super spicy, but it's enough to let you know you're alive. A couple of these, you might have a little bit of the sweats, but it's not over the top. Man, that's good. When I start biting this little knuckle right here, the chicken bangs. Like, just so you know. That's really good. Like, really good. I'm about to get another bite of this. Oh, Lord. Okay. Here, one more piece. Get in here. Look at that. Love that. The sauce is not, like, quite sticky like this, but it's just enough. This seems like it's similar to a banchan. Maybe they hand-painted. Hand-painted. I mean, it's art at this point. It might as well be. Hand-brushed. Sometimes you just get excited and you start using words that don't matter. Oh, good, man. They're really good. Just so you know, this chicken is on the expensive side. I didn't state that, but now that I'm eating these, the order for this, which is like the mix and match, is about $33 for this order. And then this was $18. I believe you get 6 drums. Yeah, so 6 drums. Anybody knows anything about drums, they're like the cheapest kind of chicken you can get. But honestly, I don't care. Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself. And this is a treat. I prefer these two, but I do like this more than I would have thought I did. Wow. I'll still give this a 9. They're good. Next up, we have the cheese balls. That's the description was cheese ball. And it looks like, again, like I said, it has the same cheese that's on the Cheesling. So I know this part is going to be good. I don't know what's in here, but we're just going to find out. Give me a second here. This is... What it reminds me of, you ever had a Korean hot dog, like the one that resembles our corn dogs? Very similar. With that cheese on the inside, pretty stringy. And I still can't put my finger on what's the outside is. It might be that same type of breading, but you see that? It reminds me of the corn dogs or the Korean hot dog without the actual sausage, so the cheese part. But adding that snowing part made it even better. They don't miss. They didn't miss ones yet. But for some reason, with the wing, I don't know if it's because of the saltiness or the savoriness, I feel like I could eat more of those. And I'm starting to have flavor fatigue. Maybe because it's my second time around. Could be. But I do like those. I think the texture's great. The cheese is great. I could probably only eat one or two of them, though. That's my only gripe. I'll still give those an 8 out of 10. They're good. And last, this dish, again, was highly recommended. The last time I posted this on my shorts feeds, people kept saying you had to try this from this place. Supposedly is excellent. Now, I hope that I don't, or I'm going to try my best to not mispronounce this. Again, I don't like mispronouncing things that aren't a part of my culture. So I try my best to do that. But again, not my first language, but I'm going to put a description up on the screen. I'm going to tell you what this is. But this right here, oh God, I hope I don't screw this up too bad. Don't make fun of me. Okay, anyway, it's Rose Tteokbokki. I hope I didn't screw that up. I will put how it's spelled on the screen. It's rice cakes in a creamy, mild gochujang sauce with bacon or mini sausages, fish cakes, cheese, and green onions. I also see an egg in mine, but I heard this was really good. So the pink or rose color, I'm guessing, comes from the fact that the gochujang paste, which is like a deep red, that I've had and I love. There's something in it to make it a little milder. I'm not sure. This is just a guess. I don't like to read in too much because I like to be surprised by flavor profiles, but I have to do research and at least try to give some sort of context to what I'm trying. As far as rice cakes go, a lot of time I'm coming around to them. At first, the texture was a little like off for me, but the last few I've had have been really good. So I hope this is as good as the hype says it is. Let's get a bite though. Yes. Yes. You never think a franchise would hit like it's hitting right now. But even the texture on the rice cakes is perfect. Now you get a ton as compared to most orders I've ever seen. I can see little, here, let me do this. I can see little like fish cakes on here as well. I like the flavor of fish cakes. I think it has a nice like, it's Captain Obvious, but seafoody, fishy kind of taste. I'm sorry. I know someone's gonna say that's stupid. I agree, but I said it, so I'm not editing that. The flavor is exactly what I said. There's a little bit of spice, but if you've ever had gochujang paste or mayo or anything like that, it's much spicier. This is just subtle. There's a whole egg in here. I'm just gonna bite this damn thing. But I will dig into this. This is some of the best version of any of this dish that I've had. Again, I've said this in many of my videos. I'm just not the biggest fan of this. And this would make me a fan. I'm gonna eat this whole freaking egg too. Watch this. Mm-hmm. Man, that's good. This is the best one I've had. Like, it's crazy. Again, also hot as hell. Relax. I can dig into this. Oh, man. Again, the rice cakes on these, yes, they still have that chewy texture, but much more palatable than some of the ones I've had before. A little bit of that green onion, a little bit of the spice. It's got like a creamy texture to it, and this is so good. This is why you gotta just try stuff. Because most people probably would have taken a bite of something and said, I don't really like it. As many people as say this is good, I had to keep going. Now I love it. I'll look at this again. Holy hell. This order's like $13, and you get a ton of food. It's like a giant, this is a meal. I gotta get one more bite. Man. Whew. This is fantastic. It really is. Like, I could picture myself like getting some of this roast sauce right here with some rice and eating it like that. I gotta try this. It just is what it is. I don't know if it's supposed to work, but I don't care. That is sensational. No joke. This franchise just floors me with how good it is, the quality. It's the second time I've had it, and that's like Usually only get this kind of stuff from mom and pop shops, but they made this and they really like took care of it. This is fantastic. You got a fan of me. This right here is the highest score I've ever given this dish. And it might be the only time maybe not. Never know. But I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. By far the highest score. I think the highest I've ever given before. This is like a 7.5. I love it. I just finished the workout. Did about an hour of cardio with my workout. Holidays. I just like being active around holidays. It makes me feel better. And I'm not trying to work off the sweat or anything like that. I just literally, after I work out, I feel less disgusting with like food and stuff like that. I hope everybody's chilling after Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoyed. I gotta finish this right here because it's, half-eaten wing. I hope you enjoyed your Black Friday, which I want to talk about before I get out of here. As a nice little convo. I know I'm old at this point, right? I was born last millennium. That's fine. But I don't know what the hell happened to Black Friday. I remember being a kid and watching people on TV every Friday on the news. You wake up and you just see people like trampling each other to get to like a toaster that was like 80% off. There was always crazy deals where you would get like a $300 toaster oven, but you would get it for like $60, which was really cool. Like people really went crazy. But funny as it sounds, just like I've been saying this entire year when it comes to fast food, that type of business acumen that corporations now have has infiltrated Black Friday and shopping in general, but especially on Black Friday. I'm a person who shops pretty much year round because I have to buy stuff for my setup or etc. So I buy a lot of stuff, whether that be on Amazon or the prices are legitimately the same. And I think people are starting to take notice of it. I noticed it on Friday and didn't buy anything for the first Black Friday since I've been an adult. And a lot of people I've noticed on different social media apps have been saying the same thing. I saw a video where someone went to Target and they took the sale marker off and the price was the same. So a lot of these places are having something sell for a certain thing, then marking it up like a month before Black Friday, and then they mark it back to either the normal price or like a $5 discount, which is crazy. I'm saying this for the 15,000th time. I know people like to blame the wrong sources when it comes to inflation and things like that, and I understand how supply chains work, but these companies are getting greedy, bro. Like, they're getting really greedy. And it's not all of them, but it's pretty much all of them, where they're starting to, I remember when I was talking from I'm eating one more of these, I don't give a shit. We're chatting. The McDonald's video, or there was something I said where I was talking about McDonald's and Subway, and there's always that one person that was like, that's how inflation works. That is not how inflation works. Inflation is not like a 700% markup on the cost of something. Inflation doesn't cause a $5 footlong in the span of less than a decade to be marked up to $16, $17. That's not inflation. That's not how inflation works. They're just at the point, a lot of these places, where they're just continuing to push the envelope until we push back. From what I heard, a lot of people on Black Friday didn't buy stuff for the first time. Not just me. And again, I didn't converse with anybody about this, but beforehand. But afterwards, I was talking to people yesterday, and a lot of people said they went to the store and they were like, I don't even feel like I got a deal. I didn't get anything. Or they shopped online on Amazon. Same thing. So, hopefully, which I doubt, but I hope, some of these corporations get the message. But again, I understand people need stuff and you want to buy things. There's nothing wrong with being a consumer. That's a part of like the world. But we got to push back on some of these a little bit. Because it's going crazy now. I watch with some of these apps, all the cable apps, and watch Netflix go from used to cost less than, what was it, like at one point it was like $6, $7, and now it's like, I think if you want HD, like 4K, it's like $25. And I think the regular membership is as low as maybe like 11, 12, 13. I don't know the exact prices, but I do know that if you want 4K, most people want to watch movies and TV in 4K, is $25. That's crazy. And the reasoning they always give is that they're giving you a better product, we're doing more things. Look, this is just my opinion. It's not a fact, but when it comes to Netflix, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody asked you for half the shit you put out. We ain't asked for it. A lot of people just look for like 5 or 6 shows. Now they have a good selection of stuff, but that's crazy. And we tried to get rid of cable and started buying streaming services. And in turn, streaming services turned around and said, oh, they're buying our stuff now. Let's raise the price. And they all did. So we're just going to have to find something else again. It's crazy. At this point, it's crazy. But the Black Friday thing really got me because I had a couple of things in my cart on Amazon that I was going to get. But I had it in there for probably 2 weeks. And I noticed it. I walked into my virtual cart. I opened up my app on my phone thinking that the prices were going to be marked down. And it said I got like 40% off, but it was the same price. I was like, they tripping because I had it in there for a couple of weeks. They're trying to pull the fast one on us, man. And I know some people get what I'm saying. Other people are just going to say that I'm complaining. I'm not. You want something, you buy it. That is what it is. But at the end of the day, you know, as a consumer, it's one of those things that I think just like most people, you're like, bro, I'm not that dumb that you're saying that stuff. Again, I understand how supply chains and inflation works, but this isn't inflation at this point. It's like a robbery. Like, it really is. You know, and I know a lot of people that work at places like this that will tell you that they don't buy stuff from these stores anymore because they see it firsthand what they're doing on the price tag. So look, if you're gonna tell me that I'm just complaining or something like that, which that's cool. I don't really what you think. If you're okay with people taking advantage of you because they feel like, and then you know that's cool with you. I still love y'all, man. But again, I know somebody gonna take what I'm saying the wrong way. Most of y'all get it, and that's why I'm talking. And even if you don't get it, hey, I'll shake your hand anyway. But before I eat all this, because I want to, you know what I'm gonna do. What do you do with all the food that you don't have? I give it away. I see. I say it all the time. I know I repeat myself, but there's a lot of people that are coming in. They don't know what because they don't hear it. Hopefully, they watch this part of the video. If you clicked off, then somebody tell them in the comments, bro. If I see it, I tell them. But I love y'all, man. Enjoy your weekend. Maybe Cyber Monday will be cheaper. At this point, it's crazy, man. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.